Independent. You love the idea of being your own boss. It's a tempting time to take the freelance route. But do you have what it takes to make it on your own? Gene Zaino is the president and CEO of MBO Partners, and he has more than 25 years of experience working with independent consultants. And he joins us from Washington, D.C. to teach us how to do it. Hey, Gene.
Hi.
So in today's economy, I know for a lot of people it is so tempting to decide to go solo, especially if they are having trouble finding that perfect, lucrative, full-time staff position. But we also know that not everyone is cut out for contract work. So you have some specific key questions that you love for people to answer to find out if they are really ready to go that independent consultant route.
Yes, we do. Just in summary, successful independent consultants tend to be those professionals that are confident, talented, and they really want to be in control of their career. So we ask them a few questions. The first question we ask is, you need to have the ability to articulate a subject matter expertise of what it is that you do. And it's got to be verifiable. So if you can't articulate exactly what it is that you want to go out there and sell as a service, it may not be for you. The second question we ask is, are you ready to go into business? And being an independent consultant is being in business, and that requires you to have certain levels of responsibility. You have to be able to provide business insurances for yourself, entitlements that you had as an employee you don't really have as an independent consultant. And you also need to have a higher standard of integrity. You are building a reputation for yourself, so you need to understand what it means to be in business, what it means to be an entrepreneur, and there are certain responsibilities that go along with that. So we challenge people to make sure they understand that.
And so let me just talk to you about that particular one for a second, because I think for a lot of people that's almost where they fall down. So
Yeah,
it's, yes, I have that subject matter expertise. I'm really, really good at what I do. I know this better than anybody else. I'm incredibly confident about that. And so therefore, of course, I can make it as an independent consultant. And that's not always true.
That's correct. And there are, you need to have the right mindset. In addition to those two questions, we need to find out, do you have a network of relationships that you could have as go look for clients? Generally, most independent consultants, their first client tends to be one of their former employers. So that's a good place to go look. And, the other elements that we look for is, do you have a plan? Put together a one-page plan. Put together a set of ideas of how you're going to deliver your service. How are you going to also create a market place for yourself in terms of getting your brand and your expertise out there, and at the same time be able to balance some business development and projects. And finally, you need a financial cushion. So we ask about your financial cushion. You need 3 to 6 months of overhead that you need to cover your expenses so that you could stick to your business plan. You don't have to just take any particular project that comes by.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. And so I know that there's more and more people who tend to be forced into contract work. It's not necessarily what they chose, but I'm curious if you think if we are properly preparing workers for this new reality in the marketplace, this sense of it's not just about being really good at what you do, but it's also having the mindset to juggle at the same time of doing something, thinking about, okay, what's my next contract going to be? What's my next project going to be? And kind of having your mind in two places.
Yeah, well, I think, our need as a society to better educate and train